Good morning, my boy. You know, we have some destructive habit, such as smoking, drinking, and drug. You may have a question, why, human being, especially many adults has such silly habit. They all know that, these are not really good for health at all. But, still many people cannot get out from these bad habit, and sometimes, even destroy their happy life. Yes, today, I am going to talk about opium, which delivered many happiness and unhappiness for human history. Opium is one of drug, and it has long history indeed. Back to 6,000 years before, era of Sumer, that's mean, now, area of Afghanistan, Mesopotamia. At that age, Sumerians were dominating there, and they discovered one plant, which has strong odd power. They found, its emulsion can remove any pain from our body. Of course, people want to free from any pain. Therefore, they developed technology to extract elements of this chemical, and use as analgesic. That's mean, once you take this, you will be free from any pain. They called this plant, as full gill, joy plant. This is, the opium. It gives elevation of feeling, remove physical pain, and gives hallucination. After few centuries, people started to recognize, pros and cons of this opium. Although, it can remove pain, it has property that, once we take, have to continue to take it. So, cannot quit, stop to take. Actually, cigar, alcohol also has this property. And, more worse, once overdoes, it kills you. Once you get used to take it, you have to use frequently, and increase volume, and eventually destroy your body itself. However, although we know the risk of this drug, we could not eliminate this drug from our history book. Do you know why? Because, it has also great advantage to use. Or, have to rely on it. Old age, people have many pressures in their life. So, sometimes, somebody wanted to take that kind of drug to restore their mental health. Good sleep, tranquilizing, and also happy dream. Indeed, people did not have clear distinguishment between alcohol and drug. Therefore, for example, people mix this opium into brandy and drink for releasing stress. People called this drink as laudanum, and still being used in some countries, after modified many properties of it. In 18th century, large scale of tea culture is outbreak in United Kingdom. They have to buy tea from China, but they did not have anything to exchange with tea, except silver. In order to buy tea from China, United Kingdom needed some item to exchange. And, what China want to have from United Kingdom was, silver. So, bulky volume of silver had been exported to China, but, British government did not like this, and they considered substitute to send to China. They pick up opium, as substitute. At that moment, India was colony of United Kingdom, and India produced opium. United Kingdom can export their silk to India, and ask India to export opium to China. Then, United Kingdom can get tea from China. It is, so-called, trade between three countries. Volume of opium trading increased year by year. 1720 15 tones, 1773 75 tones, and 1839 2,540 tones. So, number of addicts also drastically increased, and some report says that 25% of local Chinese was using opium in early 19th. China government protested to United Kingdom government and tried to stop to import of opium. However, it created war between China and United Kingdom. This is so-called First Opium War. I may give you this topic in the other occasion. But anyway, United Kingdom won the war, and China was forced to open more piers. Therefore, import amount of opium increased and the numbers of addicts also increased a lot. And, It is some sort of accident in the history. Exactly this moment, gold rush happened in USA. They found gold mine in California, and many Chinese workers also visited there to get a chance. Then, of course, Chinese worker went there with their opium. And American workers knew how nice it is, and spread to all over USA within a very short period. So, opium, as a drug, became worldwide trend from that moment. People recognized disadvantage of opium, but also could not give up advantage of it. So, scientists tried to remove dark aspect of opium with remaining bright aspect of it. Namely, purification of tranquilizing elements. Because opium consists of several elements, scientists believe they can extract only good element of opium. Early 19th, scientists successfully extracted one substance, and named as morphine. Morphine has 6 times stronger effect, rather than opium for escalate feeling of people. However, they discovered that side effect of it still remained, or actually, become more strong rather than opium. The scientist who extracts morphine knew that devil effect of morphine, and alert not to launch this morphine in the. However, the German medicine company picked it up as business opportunity, and went for mass production. Then, they used morphine for remedy of alcoholic patients and opium patients. Therefore, alcohol patients and opium patients drastically reduced numbers, and on the other hand, increased morphine patients a lot. Just substitute of it. Very funny, like a bad joke. And afterwards, more catastrophe happened. Alexander Wood, Scotland chemist thought, because morphine is oral, strong reflection occurs. And, he considered hypodermic injection of morphine. That's mean, directly put morphine into the body, through blood pipe. As a matter of course, it could not settle any cases, and make the situation more worse. Because, directly put chemical into the body, addicts enjoy effect more quick, nothing improve, but increase risk only. But, still scientists did not give up, and considered to produce synthetic chemical. What is synthetic? Not just extract element, but produce new element from this original element by chemical reaction. In 1874, chemist in London invented new product from chemical reaction. It gave 5 times effects rather than morphine, and quick work on brain itself. He tried to give this new product to the dog. After take this new product, the dog suddenly gone crazy, run, and bake for some time. Afterwards, the dog almost die. Therefore, this chemist disposed all his products, and just made a report of it. However, German medicine company discovered this information, and try demonstration. Asked few men to take this new medicine, and observed 4 weeks time. Then, they concluded that no habituation by this medicine. They named this new medicine as heroine. Yes, king of the drug. Really like a joke. By 1918, this heroin spread to all over USA, especially New York City. Yes, more and more disaster. However, people started to think, why, we have to give up this god medicine. Indeed, it can help to release pain from human being. How to utilize it in right track? Actually, it is still arguing point that, whether we'd better to end up our life on the bed in hospital with so many cables, but without any conscious. Or, better have so-called, death with dignity. Actually, from long before, Greek, Roman ages, the kind of dignity death was somehow recognized, as an adequate methods to a final moment of his life in peaceful status. Indeed, we have some records that, some of Greek, Roman people selected to end up his life by themselves, such as, not to take any food, release blood slowly until the end of life. Not much pain, but come up to end of the stage. Also, for example, to release pain from end-stage patients. Even now, morphine has been used. One of my friends, she passed away by cancer. But, her husband determined to give her morphine in her last stage. Because, he told me that, he could not bear to see her painful face. So, some chemist developed oxycodone extracted from opium. Indeed, it is legal medication for end-stage patients to use morphine, or oxycodone now. However, this is the point, although we need these drugs, still some people try to abuse these for their own personal interest. Unfortunately, it is true of our life. Because, it can produce a lot of money. So, some immoral doctors release these drugs with illegal way, and creating addicts in the world. For example, in 2008, the number of deaths due to oxycodone was more than the deaths due to traffic accident in many states in USA. Total deaths number was overtaken 100,000, and became social problem. To cure these addicts, government had to build many facilities, and spend a lot of cost every year. Actually, this situation has not yet been settled. So, in the beginning stage of human history, called this amazing medicine as Hulgil, joy plant, eventually became dark remedy. It is the real case of opium, and we have to not just take emotional action, but have to take rational response to study how it come out, how developed, and what we can do. Then, we may have true knowledge of opium.
As the journey continues.